Bonjour, mademoiselle. Je m'appelle Acacia Muse. Je suis enchantée de vous rencontrer. When you tap into who you are and you are not dealing with bullshit, you are not gossiping, you're not allowing people to waste your time, you get to indulge in your feminine energy. And what do you learn in your feminine energy? Other languages. Tu as la fait? You get to learn different languages, and you're more invested in saving money to go and use these different languages to be around different people when you don't waste your time with the same BS. And I wanted to tell you guys, a lot of people, and this is a segue, a lot of people, when they do you wrong, and you, whether you had the comfortability in the moment to call them out or not, they will make you sound crazy when you 5 months, a year, 2 years, whenever you finally get your voice and you decide to call them out on what you saw in that moment, they'll think you're crazy because, and a lot of them, what they'll say in the moment is, well, this is random. You're just deciding to bring this. Well, this is, you're choosing a random moment to ruin a moment. You're being extra. And to me, in my mind, y'all, if you did something to somebody, you know, like they're coming. If you did something to somebody and you ain't had the balls to be like, hey, you haven't said nothing, but when I treated you in that moment like that, I'm sorry. If you ain't had one of those, oh, you know it's coming. No matter how random and sporadic it is, it's coming. I don't know why you thought your disrespect was getting swept under the rug. I don't know why you thought it was going somewhere. If y'all ain't been called out yet on something, and you definitely ain't sent them that message and was like and owned up to it, it's coming. Some people, they get mature, they get wiser, they get better, so they're not gonna come at y'all 5 months later, a year later. They don't care. They ain't on that. They're on bigger and better, right? But I'm telling y'all, if there's ever a moment when you decide, like, hold up, actually, you did this, and you treated me like this, they will make it seem like it's random. No, what was random was that disrespect. Of course, we all know I should have had the courage to check ya right there. But it's almost like sometimes you need that time for your brain, like I told y'all, to process that information. So yeah, years later, I didn't like the way you treated me growing up. I didn't like the way you did this. And they're gonna make it seem like it's random and it came out of nowhere. No, your disrespect did. How you treated me did. You're lucky I'm coming to you and even giving you the opportunity to fix this. Because I could ignore and move the hell on, right? With my whole entire life. But they will treat y'all like you random, like you crazy, like you extra. And nah, that disrespect was. You thinking you could disrespect me at any given moment, at any point in time that was random. That was crazy. Okay. You guys, I realize that I'm going to have to speak a truth and be myself and do a thing, you know, and I'm happy for it, okay? And I realize though, you guys, like, there's a lot of people on social media hiding who they are, who they really are, because of people watching them, because of family, because a potential lover, yeah? Y'all be faking a funk on social media because you think your potential whoever could be looking at you, so you're faking the funk. You don't want to seem too because you don't want to scare them off. You don't want to be yourself. Y'all, and I ain't showing off, but I got so many freaking famous people following me, like it's crazy. I don't even care. Like there's some famous people following me, and I ain't follow back. Showing up with your blue check mark and all your followers like I give a... There are famous people I ain't even worried about. But I wanted to tell y'all, the one cool person that I really like that is following me is Bonnie Hunt. Y'all ever seen Cheaper by the Dozen? The mama and Cheaper by the Dozen, Bonnie Hunt. I love her. Love her, love her, love her. But even for Bonnie Hunt, y'all, I can't hide my message. I can't hide who I am. Not for nobody. Y'all covering up the best parts of y'all, thinking it's the worst. And I was thinking about this. I was in my bath, y'all, and I was looking up at the wall. And the whole wall is painted nicely, right? But then there's just this little part in the corner where the paint is splattered out, right? And I'm just noticing that spot. Not in a bad way, I'm just noticing it. And I noticed that some of y'all are gonna look like that spot. If you don't know your power in being that spot, you're gonna let people make it seem like you're the mess up. Look at us all in formation, you're the mess up. Why are you out there when you should be in with us? They're gonna make you feel weird. But then when you get older and own your spots, your power, you realize that's exactly how people see you. That's exactly how people find you. You stand out like a spot. You own that power. And I'm getting ready and I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna have a day or whatever. And I wanted to make a quick message because I wanted to prove to myself that even in a busy day, I can still get up on YouTube and handle my business and still do my thing, right? Still performing beyond. But I'm telling y'all, when you, like I said in the beginning, when y'all be gossiping, when y'all be eating crazy, when y'all be doing a thing with people and to yourself, you're hindering yourself from growing and being an actual like you could be learning different languages. You could be living a whole different life you ain't never dreamed of. Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard type vibes with God. But if you out here wasting your time with little stuff, you, like I said in another video, you're gonna look at the big stuff and it's too much. You don't have enough energy to handle that. Absolutely not. There are people out here who 3 languages, 4 languages, 6 languages, 8 different languages fluently. They have not attached themselves to crud. They attach themselves to willpower and knowledge and know things just cause. When you're on your walk with God and you're not in foolery, you will know things just cause. There's nothing else to do. There's nothing else to do but know. Be in the know. Work towards, you know what I mean? There's nothing to do but what you gotta do. And that's exactly why people distract themselves. That's exactly why people do what they want to do with that. Okay? I feel like I want to come onto YouTube not to talk at you guys. You know what I mean? Like if you feel like I'm talking at you, I don't know. Maybe you're supposed to hear it, whatever. But it shouldn't feel like I'm talking at you. It almost should feel like it resonates. You know this information within your own self. It resonates, right? And so when you guys, I want y'all, like when God is calling you to read your Bible, when God is calling you to alone time, when God is calling you to fast, when God is calling you to go to church, I don't go to church, I stay at home and listen to sermons. Sometimes I don't like being around people, but I make sure I get my church time. If God calls me to be in that place, I will go, I'll handle that business. But for right now, I don't feel called to do that. But if you feel called to do certain things, God is not putting you on groundation mode. God is, this ain't that. In fact, when God calls you, it's the exact opposite. It's strengthening mode. He's trying to let you know through Bible time, through that sermon, he resonates and understands your exact situation. So many people walked up in church, so many people listened to a sermon, and it resonated because God needs you to hear that. So when you guys are passing up Bible time, when you guys are passing up sermon time, church time, when y'all passing up fasting time, when y'all passing up that time, you're passing up your message. You're passing up your key. Some of y'all go to church, it resonated so bad, you stopped going to church, so you learned everything? You done? That's it? Like I'm telling y'all, I could be on 3 to 2 sermons a day if I need that. Some days it's just 1. And then some days I feel in my discernment it might be okay. But every single day, I'm tapping into that power. I'm tapping into God. I have realized I am not smart. I am not knowledgeable. I am nothing without God. Y'all are too dang slick. Y'all are too dang smart for me. Believe it or not, I ain't told y'all yet. Y'all is too dang smart and slick and mischievous for me. Without God, I don't know what y'all coming with, who y'all coming with, where. I don't. I am not tapped in. So I'm telling y'all right now, without that power, without those sermons, without reading my Bible, I am not seeing how y'all coming. Y'all is too dang smart for me. But as soon as I tap into God, as soon as I tap into that power, which is self, I wish you would. Psalm 35, I wish you would. God contends for me. The traps you lay out, you will fall in. Y'all don't want to get, and this is going to tie into my last message, you don't want to do a thing for these 3D people. You don't. In fact, God ain't even going to give you all the glory of what you could be until you tap in. He ain't. He's not letting you see beyond a veil until you eat your fruits, until you're drinking your water, and until you tapping in. You're going to think you seeing what you see, and you're going to have to move accordingly. But you know and I know you're not seeing beyond the veil much of nothing without tapping into God. Some of y'all don't even know what I'm talking about, and that's the scariest part. None of my messages resonate, and that's the scariest part. Not one? That's scary. All hail plankton. All hail plankton. Wake up. You have languages to be learning. You have different type of writing styles. You have stuff to be, you got stuff to be up on. You. Like, you need to know random stuff about everything. You need to be knowledgeable. You need to be smart is a gift. Too many people will play you about your looks, will play me about my looks. As if that's the best part. As if that's the best part to me or you. Now, I'm not making this message long because I do gotta go, and I love you guys. Be awesome, be well. Learn, want to be like y'all. Also, one that I wanted to say, and the reason why y'all don't want to idolize famous people is because y'all elected them. The people who I don't know if whatever, they elected these people. They like these people. The people choose people. Like natives, a lot of their chiefs, actually all of their chiefs, were not chief elected at all unless the people did it. So I'm absolutely not electing anyone president based off who y'all elected. I'm not following, idolizing nobody who y'all look up to and elected. Those views and likes under people's page, that's y'all, not me. I didn't elect nobody. And I'm not looking up to anybody y'all elected. So y'all, I want to leave y'all with something. Natives, before they could become a warrior for their tribes, they would have to tether themselves to a pole for 3 days and 3 nights. And on that tether was needles. So no food, no water, and they must stand against this pole. As those nails grow deeper, those visions grow deeper. They're making it so that, like, basically they had to prepare you for anything. And so you went through a series of tests to prove you was ready. And one of those tests was tethering yourself to a pole 3 days, 3 nights until you got a vision. So when it's time to go for war, you who did the work is prepared. So some of y'all, it might have felt like God put you on a pole and tethered you for 3 days, 3 nights. Some of y'all felt the nail sensation of situations, and it dug deep. And it did, didn't it? But it was so that you could see beyond the veil. You would have a higher knowing. And in that spiritualness, you were also then prepared for the 3D, for the battles. So some of y'all, God's getting you ready like the natives. Because it is serious. These people is out here. The devil tag teaming your mind, and then he tag teaming you with his 3D children out in the world. It's vital you eat well. It's vital you tap in. These people are too freaking smart. Believe it or not. Okay? So anyways, handle your I don't know. But it's time to be cute. It's time to be smart in that cuteness. It's time to move with authority. It's time to move on behalf of God. And it's time to tap in. I got eyes on me. I ain't trying to tell y'all so-and-so's watching me. I'm telling you guys, I got eyes on me. There are people who I think I should be embarrassed. You know, let me just be cutesy. Let me do this. But God called me. And God is calling y'all to be extraordinaire. I don't care what little city you from. He's calling you to be extraordinaire. He wants you to have energy to read. He wants you to have energy to retain knowledge given. He needs you to have that energy. He needs your mind to be clear of the fog, of the junk, so you can get your dreams, to get your visions. Some people do not dream, y'all. They will go to sleep, blank, and they up. It is a gift beyond gifts to dream. Then, like, y'all, like, for real, the more I tap into God, the more, and this also might sound, I don't even care. I'm not calling myself crazy no more. I know what I'm talking about. Anyways, when you get with God, you have this authority and power in the 3D, right? In the actual life. And then when you go to sleep, you keep that authority. So when people and monsters and weird shit is intimidating you in your dream, you know it's a dream. And so you actually move yourself to do stuff. You actually, like, there's been times where I'm like, you know, I know this is a dream. Fly away. Fly. Go fly. And I'm just flying in the sky away from that monster or whatever was chasing me. And I'm in the sky. I'm looking down and I have powers. I know it's a dream. This is the realm. I can do stuff. There haven't been many times I've been scared in my dream. I'm like, girl, it's a dream. Go hide. Go do this. Go. You know what I mean? But the regular 3D person cannot dream. Well, no. There's some spirituals who can't dream either, which is crazy. But anyhow, that's why it's a gift. But then in that dreaming, they don't know they can control even their own dreams. There's some dreams that just happen. You can't control it because God needs you to see that message, right? But if it's just a who blah blah dream, oh, you can control it. You and that bitch telling Michael Myers what to do. You are Michael Myers' mama. If you so choose. So anyways, recognize your power, step into that power, be that power. I gotta go. I love y'all.